The pickup truck. The pickup truck is the most American vehicle ever conceived, and then the rest of the world caught up and decided it was right. At its core, the idea is deceptively simple: a cab up front for people, an open bed in the back for everything else. The modern pickup, your Ford F-150, your Ram 500, your Toyota Hilux, is simultaneously a family vehicle, a worksite tool, a weekend hauler, and a status symbol. The FS series has been the best-selling vehicle in the United States for over 4 decades straight, which tells you something profound about what people believe a vehicle ought to do. Heavy-duty variants like the Ford F-45 blur the line between personal vehicle and serious work truck, capable of towing over 30,000 pounds while still carrying passengers in air-conditioned comfort. What the pickup really sells is optionality, the quiet confidence that whatever comes up, you'll be able to handle it. Tow truck. The tow truck's entire existence is defined by other vehicles' misfortune, and it handles that misfortune with genuine ingenuity. Boom trucks use a pivoting arm and winch to recover vehicles that have left the road entirely. Hook and chain trucks. The classic image are now largely obsolete for passenger cars since chains damage drivetrains. Flatbed tow trucks. The modern standard: lower their bed to road level, load the disabled vehicle, and tilt back level for transport with no wheels dragging. Heavy-duty wreckers handle overturned semis and buses using multiple winches and stabilizing arms. The physics of recovery are more complex than they look. Rigging angles, pull forces, and ground conditions must all be calculated to avoid secondary damage. Tow truck operators solve a different mechanical puzzle every single call. Box truck. If the pickup truck is the workhorse of private life, the box truck is the workhorse of commerce. Also called a cube truck or straight truck, it places an enclosed rectangular cargo compartment directly onto a single chassis, meaning the cab and cargo area travel as one continuous vehicle. You see box trucks everywhere once you start looking. The moving company at an apartment building, the bakery delivering before sunrise, the furniture store on its afternoon run. Typical box trucks range from 10 to 26 feet in cargo length and carry between 5,000 and 15,000 pounds depending on configuration. Many come fitted with a hydraulic lift gate, a small platform that descends to street level for loading without a dock. They're large enough to move serious quantities of goods, yet small enough that a driver with an ordinary commercial license can operate them, which is why they are the backbone of last mile delivery across every city on Earth. Refrigerated truck. The refrigerated truck, called a reefer in the industry, is a box truck or semi-trail fitted with a refrigeration unit that holds precise internal temperatures regardless of the weather outside. It is why fresh produce from California arrives intact in New York, why the global pharmaceutical supply chain maintains cold chain integrity across thousands of miles, and why ice cream exists in every corner store in every city. Refrigeration units, typically diesel-powered and mounted on the front of the trailer, maintain temperatures from 65 degrees Fahrenheit for certain produce down to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit for frozen goods. Multi-temperature trailers divide into separate zones, held at different temperatures so one truck can carry fresh and frozen simultaneously. The real engineering challenge isn't generating cold, it's holding consistent temperatures as rear doors open repeatedly on multi-stop routes, each opening flooding the interior with warm air. Dump truck. Few trucks are as honest about their purpose as the dump truck. It picks things up, drives somewhere, and dumps them. The hydraulic bed tilts, and gravity does the rest. This brutal simplicity has made it the essential machine of construction worldwide, moving sand, gravel, crushed stone, demolition debris, and asphalt from where it originates to where it's needed. Standard construction dump trucks carry between 10 and 14 cubic yards per load. Articulated dump trucks built for off-road quarry work hinge between cab and bed to navigate terrain that would destroy a rigid frame vehicle. And then there are the ultra-class mining haulers, machines like the Caterpillar 797 that carry hundreds of metric tons per trip through mine sites running 24 hours a day. In all its forms, the dump truck is how the modern world moves raw material. Semi-truck. This 18-wheeler tractor-trailer big rig is the machine that actually moves civilization. Everything in a modern economy travels by truck at some point, and the semi carries the longest, heaviest legs of that journey. The tractor is the powered unit, engine, cab, fuel tanks, fifth wheel coupling. The trailer is the cargo unit, detachable, interchangeable, available in dozens of configurations. The separation is the genius. ingenious. One tractor hooks to dozens of different trailers over its life, while preloaded trailers wait to minimize idle time. A standard American semi carries up to 80,000 pounds on up to 18 wheels, powered by diesel engines producing 400 to 600 horsepower, engineered to run 1,000,000 miles with proper maintenance. The semi-truck is so fundamental to commerce that when they stop moving in blizzards, strikes, fuel crises, supply chains feel it within days. Flatbed truck. Some cargo simply refuses to fit inside a box, and the flatbed truck exists for exactly those situations. It offers nothing but an open flat platform, no sides, no roof, typically made of steel or hardwood decking. This apparent limitation is a profound advantage when the load is oversized, oddly shaped, or needs to be loaded from the side by a crane or forklift. Flatbeds carry construction steel, prefabricated wall panels, large machinery, concrete pipes, and lumber. The standard flatbed trailer runs 48 to 53 feet and handles up to 48,000 pounds. For truly massive loads, wind turbine sections, bridge components, industrial boilers, specialized variants like lowboy, and extendable flatbed trailers stretch the limits of what a road vehicle can legally carry. Securing the cargo is an art in itself. Chains, binders, and straps arranged with careful attention to load distribution because a shifted load at highway speed is a catastrophe waiting to happen. Tanker truck. The tanker truck carries what cannot be boxed or palletized, liquid and occasionally gas sealed inside enormous cylinders mounted on a chassis. Fuel tankers supply every gas station that keeps the world moving. Water tankers fight fires and serve construction sites. Chemical tankers carry acids and industrial fluids requiring specialized materials just to contain safely. Milk tankers collect from farms before dawn. A standard fuel tanker holds between 5,000 and 11,000 gallons distributed across multiple internal compartments, each separately sealable, so different fuel grades can ride together without mixing. Liquid cargo is harder to carry because it moves inside the tank when the truck brakes or turns. That shifting weight can make the truck less stable in a way solid cargo does not. That is why tanker drivers need special training, why tanks use internal baffles to reduce the liquid's movement, and why these trucks often need more stopping distance than their weight alone would suggest. Crane truck. The crane truck combines road mobility with serious lifting capability, and the combination is more powerful than either ability alone. A truck-mounted crane drives to a job site, deploys outriggers into the ground for stability, and begins lifting within minutes of arrival. Smaller units on commercial chassis handle utility work and HVAC installations. Medium all-terrain cranes lift hundreds of tons and travel highway speeds between jobs. The largest telescoping boom cranes extend over 200 feet and require ground-bearing calculations before every lift because the forces transmitted through the outriggers are enormous. What makes crane truck operators exceptional is the precision their work demands. Placing a load weighing dozens of tons within inches of a target at the end of a boom, flexing slightly under load through a combination of mechanical knowledge and spatial judgment built over years. Garbage truck. The garbage truck is so ordinary it has become invisible, a remarkable achievement for a vehicle performing one of civilization's most essential functions. Rear loader trucks empty bins into a hopper, then a hydraulic compactor blade cycles to compress the waste, allowing far more material per trip before heading to the landfill. A typical rear loader carries between 8 and 12 tons of compacted waste. Side loaders, common on residential routes, use an automated arm to grab and empty standardized bins without the driver leaving the cab. Front loaders handle commercial dumpsters with fork-like arms that lift containers over the cab. The compaction systems inside modern garbage trucks are sophisticated hydraulic engineering buried inside a vehicle. Nobody gives a second thought, working thousands of cycles daily to make urban life function without anyone noticing. Food truck. A food truck is a mobile kitchen that prepares food and sells it directly from the vehicle. These trucks became increasingly popular because they allow small businesses to serve customers without opening a full restaurant. Different food trucks specialize in different cuisines, from tacos and burgers to coffee, desserts, and local street food. What makes a food truck unique is its flexibility. Unlike a traditional restaurant fixed in one location, a food truck can move wherever customers are. A busy downtown area during lunch, a public park in the evening, a music festival on the weekend, or a special event attracting thousands of visitors. The business goes where the people are. Inside, every inch of space is carefully designed. Despite their compact size, many food trucks contain grills, fryers, refrigerators, storage compartments, preparation counters, sinks, and ventilation systems. Everything needed to operate a professional kitchen must fit inside a vehicle only a fraction of the size of a restaurant. For many entrepreneurs, a food truck serves as a stepping stone into the food industry because the startup costs are often much lower than opening a full-scale restaurant. Some of the world's most successful restaurant brands began as a single food truck, serving a small group of loyal customers. Today, food trucks are an important part of urban culture across the globe. They provide quick, affordable meals while offering unique flavors that customers may not find anywhere else. More than just vehicles, food trucks represent creativity, independence, and the idea that great food can be served almost anywhere. And with that, we've explored some of the most important trucks that keep the modern world moving every single day. From powerful pickup trucks and massive semi-trucks to specialized vehicles like crane trucks, tanker trucks, garbage trucks, and food trucks, each one plays a unique role in our daily lives. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.